As people in the academe, it is our responsibility to help save the earth. That's why we've got to plant trees. And I have just planted mine this morning, as early as 6 o'clock in the morning here at the CMU Muzwan Peak. When I wake up each morning, trying to find myself, and if I'm ever the least unsure, I always remind myself, though you're someone in this world that I'll always choose to love. From now on, you're only someone that I used to love. Hello friends! Kumusta? Welcome back to our channel, the Chikantahan with Ate Rax, a channel that is advocating for a simple, responsible, balanced, and happy life. And for today, we will be discussing a special topic. This is on how to help save Mother Earth. Because it is actually one of our major responsibilities in this world to help save our natural resources, to help save Mother Earth. Welcome to this special session. The environment where we live affects our quality of life. And to tell you, the poor quality of our environment and poverty among most households are twin realities. Many are poor because our biophysical environment is also poor. This means if we can only improve the ecological conditions, the lives of many people will also improve. If we can make our environment clean and cleaner, the people's health will also improve. But let's start with this contention. According to Malayan, we used to live in abundance. That from the abundance of nature, people found a niche that was kind and sensitive to the needs of humanity. The world offered much to support life. Oh, that's so nice. Was it the paradise? I guess it is safe to say yes. Well, the fact is, natural resources are not inexhaustible. The resources in our planet that people need have a finite quantity. But since the mid-20th century, resources have vastly declined and have become a critical issue. That's according to Campbell. Many environmentalists studied the issue. They tried to identify the causes of the problem. Well, anthropogenic activities and unregulated extraction by people had been identified as the major cause. Anthropogenic activities and unregulated extraction with the use of ruthless technology destroyed the earth. And this comes from people's exploitative attitude, according to White. These include unsound, simple farming systems, exploitative fishing technologies, logging, mining, and other unsound practices. We can also include in here the presence of companies and the daily activities of people contributing to pollution that speed up global warming. Other factors contributing to the dwindling of natural resources are poverty and unemployment. These deprivations put more pressure on natural resources because the poor and the unemployed have the tendencies to depend more on natural resources for livelihood and survival. In most cases, these people do not have options. Other factors include unchecked population increase and climate change. That's according to Brundtland, Makaboa, and Fogarty. Well, climate change is a natural phenomenon, means it will really happen, but anthropogenic activities speed up its occurrence. Let's move forward. For Sutherland, natural resources have collapsed, firstly because of insufficient knowledge. Sadly, it was realized too late that natural resources were being exploited, and by then, it was politically difficult to reduce the level of exploitation to the level that would have stopped the exploitation from crashing. Likewise, Sutherland contends that many people have exploitative attitude. They continue to exploit to the extent of endangering some species from extinction. Let's put into simple terms the contention of the authors mentioned earlier. The arguments of the aforementioned authors all point to anthropogenic activities as the major culprit behind the destruction of natural resources. People's livelihood and extraction practices, buoyed by the need to survive, insufficient knowledge, and in some cases, greed, that resource users prefer to have money now and have profit immediately rather than having a continuous profit from sustainable utility. Now we are in this kind of a world where many species of natural resources are nearing extinction. But is this the end of everything? Is this the end of the world? No, because definitely we can take actions. According to Caldwell, there are available means for recovery and environmental rehabilitations, and these depend on humanity's intelligent and moral action. People should do something if they want to survive. We should do something if we want to survive and make these resources still available for the future generations. Sutherland saw chances for recovery through proper management of resources. In his book, The Conservation Handbook, Research, Policy, and Management, he outlined on what individuals could actually do regarding the world's problem on biodiversity loss. He has been alarmed of this universal problem on habitat destruction, over-exploitation, over-grazing, and intensive agriculture.
Hence, he advocates for humanity to take steps to save our declining biodiversity from extinction. He advised for setting of priorities, planning, monitoring, detection of problems, diagnosing of problems, legislation, education, public awareness, and integrating development with conservation. Many conservation initiatives failed because they failed to consider the side of people. Example, the cutting and trading of tree ferns and some endemic species in the mountains are prohibited. This is scientifically sound because once endemic species are gone, they are gone forever. But then, why do some people still continue to extract and trade them? Because it is their means of livelihood, their means of survival. Another example, why do some coastal dwellers continue to fish during ban period, when fishing and shell gleaning activities are not allowed? Because they do not understand the essence of ban period, nor the significance of marine protected areas. They do not realize that fishing is not allowed during the ban period, nor fishing in the sanctuaries to allow the fish to breed. Because this is it. If fishes are not disturbed during ban period, they can lay more eggs. There would be more recruits and more spillover. So then, there would be more fishes available in the ocean. And so, there would be more food on the table, more income for the fishermen. So young people, we need you in making this world a beautiful place to live in. Not only for the present generation, but more so for the future generations. Thank you.